Right now at noon, a live look outside as we track the potential for severe weather later today. The First Warn Weather Team keeping us prepared. Plus, News 3 Now sits down with the Baraboo superintendent to get his account of what happened at the high school's graduation involving him and a parent. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Spreiter. We start this afternoon with the latest on severe weather potential for southern Wisconsin later today. This as temperatures warm up across the Badger State. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. He's on the patio this afternoon. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, definitely feeling a lot more like summer out here on the patio at the noon hour. Very bright out here, and temperatures are warmer than we've been over the last couple of weeks. We're talking about some 80s already, and that may fuel some strong to severe storms, especially as we get into the evening hours. And I think we're going to get another round just after midnight. So we've got a couple of rounds that'll be coming our way going in over the next 24 hours. And I tell you what, we're really setting up to be an active weather pattern as we go through the later part of the weekend and also next week. Right now, our radar 3000 showing some showers and storms up there toward Eau Claire, southeastern Minnesota. That's the cluster of storms. It's going to kind of fizzle over the next couple of hours, but likely we'll fire up some more showers and storms a little bit later on. We'll watch our future track as we go into about 3 o'clock. Most of this staying up to the north, up there toward La Crosse. Camp Douglas might start to see some of this roll in about 3 o'clock. Here in the Madison area, it won't be until after 6 o'clock, a little bit closer to 7 o'clock. And right now, we're under a marginal risk of severe weather. The higher threat on a scale of 1 to 5, a category 4 up there toward Camp Douglas, La Crosse, and just squeezing into parts of Crawford and Vernon County as we go through later this afternoon. Boy, is it heating up. 85 right now in Madison, 86 right now in Middleton. So that sunshine is really heating things up. 85 right now with a southwest wind, that chance of showers and storms. Probably about 6 o'clock, maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock here in the Madison area. That looks like the better chance of seeing some of these storms roll through. And not only today, but we've got more storms in our forecast tomorrow. We'll track those for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, the air you can wear outside today.
That sounds about right. That's for sure.
Thank you, Kelly. With an alert day in the forecast, be sure to download our free First Warn Weather and Traffic app. It is available right now in the App Store and Google Play. This is the now viral video of the moment a Baraboo parent rushed the stage at the high school's graduation. He pushed the superintendent, seemingly to stop his daughter from shaking hands with him. Our Braden Ross just sat down with the superintendent, Dr. Rainey Briggs, in his first local interview since the incident. Braden, what's his perspective?
Yeah, well, that video from the graduation went viral online, even picked up by international tabloids like the Daily Mail and TMZ. But now in his first local interview since the incident, Dr. Briggs is giving us an inside look at how he felt on that stage.
In that moment, I'm kind of like, well, is this a photographer? But as he descended upon me, you know, I'm kind of like, oh man, what is he doing? And as he approached me, he says, no, you're not. And at that point, I'm still not, you know, understanding what he's referring to. And then as we got back further on the stage, he said, you're not touching my effing daughter.
Now, Dr. Briggs first took on the role of Baraboo superintendent in 2021. Just 3 years before that, the district had been launched into controversy again after a photo of a Baraboo high school students doing a Nazi salute went viral. This incident has shown another negative spotlight on the district, but Briggs says he wants to change that narrative. Now, you can hear what he said about that in my full interview with him this Sunday morning at 10:30 on For the Record.
Braden Ross reporting. Braden, thank you. Continuing coverage now, Madison police are looking for a person of interest in an attempted homicide. This after he crashed his car and ran from Eau Claire police when they tried pulling him over. This is 37-year-old Jerome Jacobs. MPD says he was involved in the shooting Sunday night on the east side that injured 2 people. Yesterday, officers spotted Jacobs driving in the Randall Park neighborhood of Eau Claire. When they tried pulling him over, Jacobs allegedly crashed his car and ran away. Police had asked people in the area to shelter in place while they searched for him. They didn't find him, and he is no longer believed to be in the area. Police say he might be armed. Now, this shooting happened at Trafalgar Place and Andrew Way late Sunday night. Officers say they found 2 victims with gunshot wounds when they arrived. Last we heard, one of those victims was in critical condition. MPD says the shooting appeared to be targeted. It was the 3rd incident of gun violence in 3 days for Madison. Today marks 1 year since a Sauk County teenager went missing. Police say James Jablonski left his home in the overnight hours of June 12, 2023 in his parents' van. They later found that van near Devils Lake State Park. Since then, Sauk County authorities and the Jablonski family have held several searches for the teen. Sauk County law enforcement officials say they found evidence in the woods that James was trying to live as a survivalist. They also say electronic devices James used show he searched about possibly traveling out of state. We know the FBI has been assisting local authorities in the search for Yablonsky. They've given lie detector tests to members of his family and other potential witnesses. Back in July, the Yablonsky family offered a $10,000 reward to bring James home. Anyone with information about where James could be should call the Sauk County Sheriff. An alarming story involving the southern border this afternoon. 8 people with suspected ties to the terror group ISIS have been arrested after crossing over from Mexico. ICE agents made the arrest near Los Angeles, Philadelphia, and New York. Errol Barnett reports.
CBS News has learned ICE, in coordination with the FBI, detained 8 migrants over the last few days. This after investigators obtained new information, in part via a wiretap, potentially connecting them to ISIS. Sources say there is not an active terror plot. U.S. officials tell CBS News all 8 foreign nationals are from Tajikistan, a Central Asian country that borders Afghanistan and China. A senior Homeland Security official says the migrants were previously processed and vetted by CBP at the southern border, but without proper documents. They were released into the U.S. with notices to appear in court. CBS News national security contributor Samantha Vinograd.
This is an example of the system working. New information about these individuals became available and arrests were made.
These arrests come after ISIS-K, a regional affiliate of ISIS with an active presence in Tajikistan, claimed responsibility for a deadly attack at a March concert in Moscow.
Increasingly concerning is the potential for a coordinated attack here in the homeland, not unlike the ISIS-K attack we saw at the Russia concert hall.
Last week, FBI Director Christopher Wray said there had been an uptick in the number of suspected terrorists attempting to cross the border in recent years, and warned that budget cuts were hurting his agency's ability to learn about them.
As we collect less information about foreign terrorists overseas, there's less information to be had about who the people coming into this country are.
Errol Barnett, CBS News.
Basketball legend Jerry West, whose silhouette is considered to be the basis of the NBA logo, has died. West was an all-star in the all 14 of his NBA seasons, a 12-time All-NBA selection, part of the 1972 Lakers team that won a championship, an NBA Finals MVP as part of a losing team in 1969, and was selected as part of the NBA's 75th anniversary team. West was general manager of 8 NBA championship teams with the Los Angeles Lakers, helping build the Showtime dynasty. He also worked in the front offices of the Memphis Grizzlies, the Golden State Warriors, and the Clippers. Jerry West was 86 years old. Still ahead for us on a Wednesday afternoon, how a new line of baseball gloves is paying homage to some iconic albums. Plus, why there's good news for anyone planning a summer road trip.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon, moving forward. Right now, pet dander, skin cells, and dirt are settling deep into your carpet fibers. Stanley Steamer removes the dirt you see and the dirt you don't. Your carpets aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
It's time for the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Don't miss your chance to tour 32 newly constructed homes filled with the newest trends and products. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
The biggest steak sale ever is this Thursday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Save big on delicious New York strips, bacon-wrapped sirloin fillets, and mouth-watering ribeyes. This sale is huge, and so is our dad-sized 25-ounce Big T T-bone. For the best steaks around at the best prices around. Don't miss the biggest steak sale ever, Thursday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
It doesn't make big headlines. There's no scandal, no conflict. So you probably haven't heard about the Biden administration's work to lower costs, getting caps on the cost of medicine like insulin and inhalers at $35, and investing in American-made clean energy to lower power bills. If you don't know about it, join the club. It's not what the news is covering these days. But you can find out yourself how you can save some money.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Good news for anyone planning a summer road trip. Gas prices are falling. The average price nationwide for regular unleaded gas was $3.44 yesterday. That's down around 8 cents from last week and down 14 cents from this time last year, according to AAA. Energy experts say the decrease at the pump is due to lower oil prices and weaker demand for fuel. The Biden administration is also releasing 1 million barrels of oil from the Northeast Reserve to help ease prices. Discussions between CBS News parent company Paramount Global and Skydance Media for a possible merger have ended without a deal. This sale would have ended the Redstone family's long stewardship of Paramount Global. National Amusements, the media company that controls Paramount Global, said in a statement that the two sides were not able to reach mutually acceptable terms. And deadheads and baseball fans unite. Sporting goods company Rawlings has announced a new line of baseball gloves that pay homage to 3 of rock band The Grateful Dead's most iconic albums. Only 120 of each glove design were made, selling at almost $450 a piece. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
At the noon hour, here's your stock report. We're in the green so far on this hump day. The Dow up 57 points, NASDAQ up 313, and the S&P 500 up 60. Right now, our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. We are watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking severe weather in the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, traveling to treat your taste buds is now becoming more popular. We're talking about the rise in culinary tourism.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC turn your design dreams into reality. With customized solutions and quality products, our passion and expertise will help turn your room into a dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Blackberry Smoke. Live in concert. Be Right Here tour. Saturday, July 6th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss Blackberry Smoke live.
Get an 11% rebate on your bathroom project at Menards. Create your dream bathroom with Sterling tubs and showers. They'll fit your style and budget and are easy to clean. Get this ensemble shower for $669.99 after rebate. Complete your bathroom with our entire selection of Dakota vanities. They feature generous interior storage and come in a variety of styles and finishes. Get this sliding barn door vanity for $168.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach to tear-gassing citizens and staging a photo op, we knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped, desperately trying to hold on to power. Now he's running again, this time threatening to be a dictator, to terminate the Constitution.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Trump wants revenge, and he'll stop at nothing to get it.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
We've gone country on the Jennifer Hudson Show.
Country music isn't just a sound, it's a way of life.
Nikki Guyton performs.
If you wanna dance with somebody.
Plus, Idol alum Scotty McCreery.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Sunday after the Tonys, a difficult path to parenthood becomes a story of hope.
I could see myself reading a story just like this to my child.
How a local man's late night vision inspired his next chapter to do something good. Sunday on News 3 Now at 10.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Bianchi from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn this afternoon. Here are your farm numbers. Happening today, the Madison Reading Project's Ready to Wear fundraiser is happening at the Sylvie. The event bringing together lovers of reading and fashion to support literacy. Doors open at 6 tonight. The show begins at 7. There is still time to get your tickets. You can find a link at madisonreadingproject.com/readytowear2024. We could see some severe storms later tonight. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka. Out on the weather patio, the humidity is back, Kelly.
Yeah, we are heating up pretty quickly now. We are after the noon hour. Temperatures already well into the 80s, and we'll continue to see that moisture surge our way. The humidity will continue to increase as well. We've already had a pretty good cluster of storms rolling through Minnesota. Now we're starting to see these moving to northwestern Wisconsin. These are going to weaken a little bit. But now that we're heating up, we'll likely see some more storms fire up in advance of that. And I think here in Madison, as we get toward the dinner hour, maybe a little bit after then, that we are expecting some of these storms to roll on through. And this is going to be a very active weather pattern setting up. We're going to be kind of under the gun over the next week or so. Some rounds of storms rolling through. Yeah, we'll see nice periods like we're seeing now. I think for this event that we've got going on today and tonight, really won't be affecting us until we go into this evening. So a few hours this evening, let's say the dinner hour, and then just after then after midnight, we'll have another round come in from the north and west, and that will bring us another round of strong, potentially even some isolated severe storms. We do have the first warn alert day because of the potential of these strong to severe storms. Now, I think the better chances are initially going to be coming in from the north and west, and then eventually sinking down toward Madison as we go through the overnight period. We've got some active weather today. Right now, we're under a marginal risk of severe weather on a scale of 1 to 5. That's the lowest. You go up into the Dells area, northwest of Lone Rock, up through Richland Center, La Crosse area. That is a slight risk of severe weather on a scale of 1 to 5. That is a category 4. So we are looking at the best potential of severe impacts will be large hail, and can't rule out some damaging winds. Of course, anytime you get strong to severe storms, you can't rule out an isolated tornado. So watch this on our future track As we get toward 4 o'clock or so, starting to move into Vernon County, Crawford County, seeing some of these storms, noticing our temperature in the upper 80s. The humidity will continue to fuel some of these storms as it continues to race in the cluster of storms. Here we're at 6:30. It's knocking on our door, coming in from the northwest. Potential for some heavy downpours. Can't rule out some hail and also some damaging winds. That'll be sliding on through after about 8, 9 o'clock. Most of this down to the south and east over there toward Janesville. We'll get a bit of a break through the midnight hour. Then we're going to see another round come through. It looks like after midnight, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then that should be out of here by the time the sun's coming up tomorrow morning. And then we'll get a little bit of a break from the heat and humidity tomorrow afternoon, but still expecting more storms to move in as we go in the afternoon hours. So yeah, kind of active over the next 24 to 36 hours. And then we get a little bit of a break, it looks like by Thursday night into Friday. But we're going to be under this weather pattern, it looks like going from the weekend, later in the weekend, into much of next week. We call this a ring of fire. Basically, we got some cool air up to the north, a heat dome down to our south. We're going to be right on the periphery of those two air masses, and that's where these showers and storms roll in. Ours will be coming in from the north and west. And this is going to be a pattern that's going to set up from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, and it could even go beyond that. So very active weather pattern setting up going forward. We're up to 85 already right now in Madison, 86 in Janesville, it's 86 in the Dells, so it's finally feeling like summer out here. 86 right now in Middleton, 84 currently in Verona. So we do have the alert day because of the potential of some strong to severe storms, mainly this evening. Another round coming in after midnight. A lot of that will wind down tomorrow morning, but more expected to develop tomorrow afternoon. Noticing the temperatures come down, even those overnight lows in the 50s. So that means that humidity is coming down at least for a couple days, Friday, Saturday. Another chance of some storms. That'll be later in the day Saturday. I think more importantly Saturday night into Sunday. Some strong storms rolling in for Father's Day. We do have another alert day Monday, but you know, it's just going to be an active week next week. Definitely a summer-like weather pattern setting up. That humidity up there, noticing these overnight lows barely getting below 70 at times, even not getting below 70 by Monday and Tuesday morning.
Summer lovers are going to be rejoicing with that forecast.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be one of those things, you know, I know you'd like to be out on the lake, and yeah, it's going to feel pretty good to be trying to stay cool, but we just got to dodge some of these storms as well.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Now to extreme weather in Florida, where a month's rain is expected to fall in the next few days. There's already flooding in Gulf Coast cities like Tampa and Sarasota. The rain also causing major travel delays. Manuel Bajorquez reports from Fort Myers.
Record-breaking rain swept through the streets of Sarasota into Tuesday night after storms dumped more than 6 inches of rain, the most the area has seen in a day in more than 8 decades.
Pouring down, raining, and everything was flooded,
leaving many cars stranded in the water. Deshaun Poe came to his sister's rescue and helped her push her car to a nearby parking lot.
We got it out, thank God. I couldn't see, rain was in my eye.
A similar scene an hour north in Tampa, where these men helped free another driver stuck in the flooding.
She was an old lady. We helped her steer out of traffic and get into the parking lot where she'll be safer.
Floodwaters engulfed some vehicles, like this one, half submerged in a ditch on the side of the road. Rain totals there reached between 2 and 4 inches in just a few hours Tuesday. The treacherous weather meant more than 600 delays and cancellations at Miami International, the busiest airport in the state.
Well, we were on time, and now we are sitting and waiting.
The rain is a relief to some after the hottest May in Florida's history led to droughts throughout the central and southern parts of the state.
I hate to say, but the tropical storms do help. I mean, everybody's got green grass today because it's rained in the last couple of days, but it was looking pretty bad out here.
As we await the next round of storms, the Fort Myers area has already received nearly 4 inches of rain in the last 24 hours. And other major cities like Miami and Tampa remain under a flash flood watch until at least tomorrow night. Manuel Bajorquez, CBS News, Fort Myers, Florida.
When we come back on News 3 Now at noon, Howard's working on a special meal for a special day in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
With Father's Day just around the corner, we decided to combine 2 of Dad's favorites into one amazing recipe. He's gonna love this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Senator Baldwin says I'm not from Wisconsin. But this was my childhood home. Graduated East High. Became a Badger in '86, where I've had my company for over 20 years.
And this is where we live. It's our family home.
I'm a fourth-generation Wisconsinite. It made me who I am. If Senator Baldwin's not going to be honest with you about where I'm from, what makes you think she'll be honest with you about anything? I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
Imagine having a Medicare Advantage plan that can help cover costs for dental services or even groceries. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is offering special benefits called Essential Extras, available for Medicare Advantage plan members. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible to enroll today. Unsure if you're eligible? Our licensed insurance agents can help. Just call the number on your screen today. Medicare Advantage plans cover everything in original Medicare Parts A and B while offering coverage for additional benefits. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans, you could get no-cost essential extras you might not expect. These plans may include allowances for dental, vision, hearing, assistive devices, or even money for healthy groceries. That's not all, though. You could also get an allowance to help pay for utility costs like gas, electric, water, or sewer. It can even be used towards internet and cellular providers. Explore 2024 Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras in your zip code by calling today. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible. Essential extras could even include transportation to plan-approved destinations. But you won't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. You have to call to see if you're eligible to enroll. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is proud to offer these special no-cost Medicare Advantage plan benefits that help provide comfort and convenience to make everyday life easier. Don't miss out. Call Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield today to explore 2024 Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras. If you're new to Medicare, on Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible.
Call 800-694-1143. 800-694-1143. That's 800-694-1143.
With Father's Day only a few days away, we want to share a recipe that we think Dad and all the dads in your life will love. I mean, what dad doesn't like steak? And when it's marinated in beer, all the better. We start off by making an outrageous marinade by mixing together some soy sauce, brown sugar, minced garlic, and get this, a good amount of beer. Now, we marinate a flank steak in this in the fridge for at least a couple hours or even overnight. Come dinner time, we take the steak out of the marinade and toss it onto our outdoor grill, or we can even do this right in the grill pan, right on our stovetop. All it takes is about 5 minutes per side or until it's done to your liking. Then we sprinkle on some sea salt and some freshly ground pepper before slicing it thinly across the grain. Does this look mouth-watering or what? Between the richness of the beer and the wow we get from the garlic, you can't miss. So here's what I suggest. Go online and get the recipe for Dad's Beer Marinated Steak. So you'll be ready to impress your dad this Father's Day with a steak that'll be loved as much as he is. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, wishing dads everywhere a happy Father's Day, filled with lots of, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Kelly with a final check of your first warned weather.
Yeah, Josh, we are heating up now at the noon hour. We still have some sunshine, but some storms are lurking up to our north and west. And as we track this out, this is at 2 o'clock. So this will be well up to the north and west of our area. La Crosse area at 4 or 5 o'clock, headed toward Viroqua, eventually toward Lone Rock, 5, 6 o'clock. Madison at 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's when we can expect some strong storms. You see some deeper reds, even purples that would indicate potential for some strong winds and even some hail. That passes through after 8 o'clock down toward Janesville and Watertown. And then we'll have another round after midnight. So we've got some active weather. We do have a first warn alert day because of the potential of some stronger storms. Later this afternoon, northwest of Madison toward the evening hours in the Madison area, then overnight again. More scattered storms tomorrow. Looks like a pretty active weather pattern setting up by Sunday throughout much next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Have a great afternoon.